Hi folks, once again we're live on the floor of the boutique, and I thought I'd do a sort of 1 year on roundup video of the Anycubic i3 Mega, which to be honest I'm pretty happy with. The only thing I've had to do to it is change the hot end cooling fan. Admittedly this is on its third one. Anycubic sent me a new one after the first one failed almost straight away. This one lasted a couple of months, and it started rattling again. So I put a Noctua in it, which incidentally doesn't come with the right connector. You have to chop the one off the old fan and solder it on, but easy enough. And I've also cut the baffles out of the guard because I trust myself not to put my finger in it. But yeah, other than that, I've just printed with it. It's had something like 4 and a bit kilos of PLA go through it. The Ultra Base is still magic as far as I'm concerned. I've never had anything not stick, and I've never even had to clean it. I do always let the parts and the base cool down after printing and let them come off naturally. I don't go crazy with the scraper trying to get bits off while it's still hot. Just let it cool down naturally. It's worth the wait and you won't end up damaging the base. But yeah, it's got maybe just a hint of wear on the belts, but nothing too shabby. It's maybe the backlash has increased a smidge. But yeah, overall, fairly happy. I know a lot of people have had tech support and customer support issues, and I think I don't know, maybe they're still bad. But I think it can be a decent printer if you get a good one. I never bothered doing anything with the Y-axis after the last video. Having bent the mounts, it's good enough. Certainly for what I've been doing with it. I print all over the base, print quite large parts sometimes. Everything works fine. But having had it for a year, I'm now going to start messing with it a little bit, and I'm going to put some silent step sticks in it because it is a bit noisy on the steppers. And I've seen a few videos on YouTube of people having done that and videos before and after, but they always seem to have auto gain on the microphone, so you end up with this, it just changes the character of the audio and doesn't seem to get any quieter. So what I'm going to do a test part print before and after with a reference microphone with manual gain on the proper sound card to give you a bit more of an idea of the change in noise level. So here's the setup. We've got a Superlux ECM999 up in the air here. I'm going to make sure that doesn't move. It's about a metre from the bed of the printer to give you a sort of idea of the sound once it's finished bouncing around off the parts of the printer. And I'm going to set the gain in a minute and leave it and print a couple of test pieces. Right, that's enough of that, and now I can install my TMC2208. You'll notice the base isn't on. I had to take it off because when I got it, all these screws were loose and one of the connections on here for the end switches or something wasn't working right. And once you've taken the bottom off something, you might as well leave the bottom off something. Now you have to turn these around. They will plug in the other way. I'm going to see if I can turn the receptacle around as well, but we'll see how we go. There we go. I haven't bothered turning this around because there's nothing plugged into it. And now we can install our new friends. Now you've got to set the reference voltage on these. Most people seem to recommend 0.85, so that's what I'll go for. Now it just needs heat sinks, and we can give it a go. Not particularly convinced these are going to make that much of a difference because they're only held on with tape. It's got to be better than nothing. I'm going to bend this a bit because the heat sinks are a little bit taller than the old ones. It sticks below the bottom a little bit, but since I don't have the bottom on mine, it doesn't really matter. Everything seems to be working. Cool. And there we go, upgrade done. And I think you'll agree it's worth doing. The parts cost £26–27 I think, delivered from China, which I guess is sort of 7 or 8% of what the printer cost originally. But for me, it's definitely worth doing. I share a room with this thing. I suppose if you had this in a shed where you weren't near it when it was printing, you might not bother. But yeah, the stepper drive whine was quite annoying. So yeah, this is, and now it's just a bit of fan noise, so big upgrade for me. So yeah, I hope you found this enjoyable, informative, pleasant. If you did, don't forget to mash all the buttons that people have to do these days. And until next time, ta-ra for now.
Slowly clouding over, isn't it? Around again.